What up, though? Welcome to the reaction room, where today we're going to react to some funny stuff. So let's get into it.
And for being here and for all your support. Joe, you did such a great job. You answered every question. You knew all the facts. And let me ask the crowd, what did Trump do? Why?
Talk to me that way.
Died. And a lot more are going to die unless he gets a lot smarter, a lot quicker.
So, Mr. President?
Did you use the word smart?
What's the worst thing that he's done? What's a bad thing that Joe Biden has done?
Where do I start, man? Really?
Yeah.
Come on, give me something, y'all. Come here. Come on, give me something. Something bad that Joe's done.
Liar, and he hasn't done a damn thing since the debate. He's been riding around in the golf cart for 10 days. He's down in Mar-a-Lago talking with his wealthy friends.
Don't talk to me that way.
Debate the other night.
Fantastic.
He kicked that old broken down pile of crap. Yeah. It's a bad guy. He just quit, you know. He's quitting the race. Is that right? Yep, I got him out of there. And that means we have Kamala. I think she's going to be better. She's so bad. She's so pathetic. It's so amazing. It's just so fucking bad. So I just can't imagine. But can you imagine that guy dealing with Putin and the president of China, who's a fierce person, who's a fierce man, a very tough guy, and they see them, they can't. But if they just announce he's probably quitting.
Good.
We heard you had a little debate last week. Can't say it was my best performance. But ever since then, there's been a lot of speculation. What's Joe going to do? Is he going to stay in the race? Is he going to drop out? What's he going to do? Well, here's my answer. I am running and going to win again.
The Trump rally out of Philly, not a lot of people showed. I don't think he's super popular, I'm going to be honest. Yeah, whatever. You know what? If Biden had tried to do a rally there, he'd get like 1/10 of the people, all right? Every time crowd size comes up, you guys say the same thing. If it were Biden, no one would be there. Well, here's a picture of Biden in the same stadium. This is obviously an AI photo deepfake created by Antifa and George Soros. You're a very sad person.
Biden.
Regret Biden as opposed to Trump? No. No sane person would.
I would prefer that Orange never steps foot in any government office again.
Well, are you satisfied with the way things are panning out?
With the Republicans, is all of them insane and trying to destroy American democracy? Yeah.
How are they trying to destroy democracy?
I mean, you'd have to read the paper. I mean, come on. I mean, I'm not going to do it. I can't do it here. He's perfectly competent mentally.
I don't know if he's
competent.
It's debatable.
There's been no indication whatsoever that he has not.
I've seen clips of him like shaking hands with the air.
Like anyone, he's got some fuck ups, doing some things okay, I guess.
What do you like that he's doing, or what do you think is okay?
It's a good question.
Maybe not.
February 6th, do you think Mike Pence was in the right for certifying the election results, for upholding his duty to the Constitution, or do you think he should have stopped that peaceful transfer of power?
I think he should have. Trump and people in Trump's administration were requesting him to delay it so they could look into the court cases that were going on, because when he did this, a lot of the court cases were still ongoing. And there were still a lot of investigation.
Most of them had been closed, and 33 of them were actually shot down due to evidentiary reasons, these court cases. They brought this evidence, and they said there's not enough evidence. About 13, or maybe it was 14 of the cases were actually rescinded. They were pulled by the people who brought the cases, and then another 15 or so were shot down based on standing. So, which makes me wonder, all of these court cases that he brought, I just don't think there was enough evidence to overturn the election.
And which states were these in? Just out of the few.
All the key swing states. So a lot of the cases were in Georgia, of course. There was a case in Pennsylvania and Arizona. So all of these, the Fulton County cases, of course. So a lot of these judges, though, were appointed by Donald Trump himself. So he appointed these people because he trusted them, and they said, hey, there's not enough evidence for election fraud. And then you see people in Trump's cabinet that he trusted with his life. People like Mike Pence, people like Bill Barr, people like Mark Meadows, Mark Esper. All of these people kept saying, hey, man, there's not enough evidence evidence. So sometimes it scares me when Trump kept pushing that lie, doubling down on what I think was an election fraud lie. And then this all culminated into January 6th, where he holds a rally 10 minutes from the ellipse, and then he says,
What did he say? What did he say?
For the months leading up to it, he kept saying, every institution is against you. Everybody in America is lying to you. You can't trust this. You can't trust that. There is election fraud. So when people go to the Capitol on the day Mike Pence is certifying the election results, and they interrupt the peaceful transfer of power for the first time in American history, they delayed it by, I think it was like 6 hours. They had to do it later, maybe 8 hours. That scares me because I like the Constitution. When we saw Mike...
We all do too, and we're trying to save it from people that are trying to destroy it. But I will say this, and this has to be very...
Didn't Donald Trump himself say he wants to terminate the laws and the rules in the Constitution?
He was concerned with some of the rulings and was concerned with how they were being connected.
Poses an existential threat to American democracy?
I really do.
You do?
I do.
So you're like, Donald Trump, I'm done with him.
No, done. Yeah.
Completely done with Donald Trump.
Completely done.
Hypothetically, if it is Biden versus Trump, who do you support?
It's really going to be a toss-up for me because it'll be Trump, but I'd rather just almost not vote, but I will. I mean...
And it'll be Trump?
I think so.
That guy you just said you were done with?
You're
struggling.
I'm just trying to be nice.
Why can't you be done with Donald Trump?
It's just... And the sex cases and all the... I mean, come on, just the fact that you have all the criminal stuff.
It's insane.
It is insane.
No one should support him for president.
No.
Yes.
But, yeah.
But if it's him versus Biden, you will support him for president.
Why do you like Joe Biden? Do you think he's doing a good job right now?
Yeah, I think you do. Yeah.
Have you been to the grocery store lately?
Yeah, prices are up, things are up, but you can't blame it just all on him.
The world's fallen into war right now. I mean, what's going on with that? Like when President Trump was in office, there was no wars. It's just conversation. I just point out. I mean, is that a fact or am I wrong?
Compare
I know, but
Joe Biden or anyone else to Donald Trump
no way to do a criminal trial.
is insane to me. Just use common sense about Donald Trump. I mean...
Well, let's use common sense. Was there any wars when Trump was president? It's easy common sense.
No, because he's sure tells of guys that got us out of some wars. He's just a phony baloney, okay? As far as I'm concerned, the guy's just a phony baloney.
Joe Biden's been in office for 3 years, and Russia's invaded Ukraine. We have the Israel conflict now. Yeah. We have all kinds...
What happened in Trump? None of that would have happened? You really believe it?
I do.
Oh, wow.
You know why? Because a strong America, when America's strong and we have a strong president, countries don't mess with us.
Not a strong
so why did
that Biden lost?
I've always felt the power of your faith in good times and in tough times. The fact is, the scripture says, all things work together for good to those who love God and are called according to his purpose. Our purpose is to serve others. That's our purpose.